Does this place look familiar to anybody? Well, this is Shibuya Crossing, the busiest crosswalk in the world. The one in all the movies. You don't get much more of a, let's say, I don't know, stereotypical Tokyo, Japan view than this right here. Look at this. And this guy is doing up the plate extra fancy. Look at that presentation. And here's a video showing how it works. First revolving style in Japan. Cool, cool. And look at this amazing part of town it's in. Looks so cool.
Flashback.
The legendary city of Tokyo, Japan, known for anime, Godzilla, ramen, sushi, crazy, amazing endeavors beyond your imagination, taking the simplest things and perfecting them above and beyond. I'm going to show you what a visit to Japan, and specifically Tokyo, has to offer. We're going to talk about the pros, we're going to talk about the cons, the positives and negatives, and the complexities of going to Tokyo as an English speaker. But in the meantime, we're going to also eat some crazy ramen, which we're going to do a spicy ramen challenge. We're going to do some wanko soba. If you don't know what wanko sobas the noodles are, we're going to do that. We're going to check out some conveyor belt sushi. We're going to go to a all-you-can-eat sushi. You can see like a basic omakase. We're going to have the most incredible sushi experience you've ever experienced in your life. We're going to go to the famous fish markets. There's a lot to see in Tokyo. There's a lot to do, and we're going to show you the best things that you can do. That rhymed, and that was totally unintentional. I promise. At that, though, let's go have some fun. Let's go show you the pros and cons. But now let's start the day very suitingly at a 7-Eleven. And this is my first little couple sights of Japan. It's very cold, and it's raining. That being said, first stop, of course, is a 7-Eleven. Because that's Japan. All right, so made it to 7-Eleven, and there's definitely some interesting things. I mean, I basically just started. You can buy like a pre-made ice cream cone. Here at the drinks, nothing too different I've seen yet. The only one thing I'm surprised is the amount of teas they have. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. There's about 5-6 different types of tea, different green teas, barley teas, rooibos tea, Earl Grey, oolong. They have strong sparkling waters. I'm not sure what that is. So I don't know. I'm gonna pick some that are sugar-free and try it. See what else we got. I see some kind of ciders, which are apparently sugar-free with vitamins. Sounds needed. All right, making our way. The subway took a while to figure out. And turns out you basically need cash, so we're gonna have to try to exchange some money. They don't take credit cards here, unlike a lot of big places for subways and stuff. But anyway, walking through the streets, there's Thai food right there. That's ironic. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen the great big sights yet and stuff, but we're gonna be heading towards some of the more, guts, the real interesting parts of Tokyo. Right now we're in Taito City or something like that, or Ashikabushi, something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the Airbnb. All right, now we're really in some of the guts of Japan. Tokyo, I should say. We are by Shibuya. So, Shibuya, we're going to go get some sushi. This is an all-you-can-eat place. It's supposed to be the best all-you-can-eat place. It's pretty expensive. It's like $50-$60. But I'll tell you more about it when we get there. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty crazy. Lots of big buildings, lots of intense, whatevers. A few interesting findings. Subway system really is basically only cash or like a prepaid card thing. I'm really surprised you can't use credit, Apple Pay, nothing like that. So it's pretty intense. I'm surprised. People here are not friendly, not at all, unlike Hong Kong people are so friendly. Thailand people are friendly. I don't know, just my first thoughts. But anyway, let's go to food. So this was an absolutely amazing sushi experience. Literally basically our own personal chef for 2 hours making us endless high quality sushi, and I'm talking literally gourmet. There is the full video on the regular Joel Hansen channel. I will link down below. You should definitely check out. We were literally within reach of a master sushi chef, and while not all the sushi in Japan is great or better than elsewhere, this was.
Look at this. And this guy is doing up the plate extra fancy. Look at that presentation. Woo-wee.
And when it just came to the sheer quantity, the mastering of combinations, and the flavors, so good.
Yeah, sushi baby. How many pieces does the normal person eat?
30, 40.
30? 30? That's still a lot of pieces. 30 pieces. Nice. Is that the most you've ever seen anybody eat? Yeah. Too many. But it's good.
160.
160? It's a lot. No, it's a lot. Do you recognize this view, everybody? Do you recognize this imagery? Do you recognize what this place is? This is the Shibuya Scramble, or Shibuya Crossing. This is that crazy one in movies where there's like literal crosswalks that go straight across and all, well, thousands of people cross here today. It is the world's busiest crosswalk. Let's see it in action. And here we go. We're taking the main crossing right in the middle of the street. Shibuya Crossing. There we go, everybody. Just like in the movies.
And of course you have to get your obligatory photo with the great big crosswalk, but this whole area in general is super cool, and we'll show you a little bit more of it.
And this Shibuya area is super cool. Like, this is so, straight out of the movie, Japan, Tokyo, super awesome. One thing I can't get over, well, one, there's vending machines everywhere. Everywhere. I'm talking like middle of nowhere. There's just a vending machine. But how many places just have high quality Wagyu beef, like incredibly marbled Wagyu. It's because it's so like common here, if that makes sense. And that's not even like A5. But like you get A5 like everywhere. You get like Japanese Wagyu everywhere. It's crazy. You gotta look for it in North America. Here, it's everywhere. So it's crazy to see it literally as popular as, like, I don't know, a sirloin meat in America. One other thing I'll mention. Now, people say Japan's expensive. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like Thailand cheap. But compared to Hong Kong, it's cheap. Like, at least reasonable, affordable. So shout out to like even being in the heart of Tokyo, Japan, and again prices being pretty reasonable. So yeah, kudos.
And that was my finding. I found Tokyo definitely no more expensive than North America, being Canada or US. In fact, for a lot of things, I would say it was cheaper. Now, again, of course, you can be more expensive. You can live more luxury and lavish if you want to, but you can also be very economic, and doing so was not expensive.
Now, I mean, obviously, it's a wet and rainy night, but it's super cool to see everything. There's also, like, so many, like, arcade / like, game places around that you, I guess, like, win toys and, like, do those cranes and stuff. Much like very popular, like huge facilities of them everywhere. What else is pretty amazing is I've seen multiple places that have all you can eat A5 Wagyu, not just serving it, but all you can eat A5 Wagyu. So now, like the places I've seen, there's a lot better places. Like some places have Kobe beef. Some people have like the olive Wagyu A5 or whatever. This, and what's the one, Masag something. This is just like, I don't know, we'll call it standard A5, which is crazy to say, oh, it's just standard A5. Like, you can only say that in Japan. You know what I mean? They all have time limits. That one was 100 minutes. They did have 3 different, apparently, options available. The cost was about $50. which is pretty reasonable, aka very reasonable. But now I asked the guy, like, what are the different cuts, and he thought they were all like a short rib, but you get like a thin, a thick, and like that kind of a thing. So either way, if I can get like all you can eat A5 Wagyu for $50 at all, is crazy. And here we're in the Shinjuku area, which is known in the Central Road we're crossing now. It's known as the Godzilla Road. See those signs, those overlays? Literally says Godzilla Road. So, admittingly, while I know the base story of Godzilla, I'm not overly familiar with it, but Godzilla must have came down this road, I guess. So it's pretty cool. But again, now this is another like super cool Tokyo, Japan looking street with all the lights, and it's really cool. Everything looks very, I think the best word is animated. They really like the animated looks, designs, and characters. And hey, it is pretty damn cool to be in Tokyo. And we just tried to go to a challenge restaurant, which is supposed to be open until 11. Not to do it, just talk to them. Because like I said, everywhere needs like advance notice, and they're closed. Man, I don't know. It's not easy doing challenges in Japan.
So anyway, after a pretty crazy couple days and a crazy day here in Japan, final thoughts? Well, I would say it really is immense and impressive, and there's just so much I want to do here. Like, we're going to go to a fish market, but like, I want to go to the fish markets, and there's so many different places I want to eat at, and there's so many experiences I want to do. Like, this place is like, just like a city of experiences. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much to do, and you got to have a lot of time to obviously do them. And this is just in Tokyo that I know of. Like, there's so much, and then there's all the rest of the country. So I was like, whatever. They do some cool things. I'm gonna show you 7-Eleven, but not gonna lie, it wasn't quite as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be. Especially if you've seen them either in Hawaii or like Thailand or another Asian country. But they're pretty cool still. Vending machines everywhere. This city looks like it's like fake, like anime, like, you know, I guess just a Japanese style cultural, kind of like, you know, our Vegas Stripwood, I guess. And the subway system, although immense and impressive, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a lot, to me, it's harder to navigate, a little bit at least not knowing the language, compared to any other big city I've been in. Like, Bangkok's super easy, New York's super easy, Chicago's super easy, Seoul, South Korea was super easy. But yeah, so today was, Hong Kong was super easy. Yeah, so surprisingly, it's a little more difficult than, like, there's a couple times I was basically going the wrong direction, went the wrong direction, or the maps was just not showing my location very well, and it was just like, yeah, anyway. But yeah, so first day in Japan, pretty crazy. And apparently if you're going to do food challenges, you need to like call them like a lot in advance. So tomorrow, oh, and don't come on a Sunday. All the food challenge restaurants are closed on Sunday apparently. But so we learned, and we need to work really hard to find food challenges for the next 2 days. I have some in mind. We're going to try to get a hold of them right away. And for the record, sushi is pretty dang good here. So we're going to go fish market tomorrow. That was Japan, day one.
I already won. Beautiful day in Tokyo. We're heading to the fish market, the Tsukiji, that's my best pronunciation. Market, which is going to be pretty cool. Excited to check that out. It has been quite a morning. It's beautiful, like compared to yesterday, rainy, and it was cold. It's a lot warmer today and not rainy. So it's nice to see the sunshine. The city definitely has a lot more character when there's sunshine and not so gloomy. Man, I tell you one thing, I spent all morning calling restaurants, trying to line up a food challenge, and I've had no luck. As soon as a restaurant hears me speaking English, they literally just say, sorry, no English, and hang up. I'm like, really? Like, so I don't know. We're going to have to find somebody to help us out here, hopefully real soon. But yeah, besides that, we're heading to the famous fish market. see what it's all about. Hi everyone, here at the Tsukiji Nikon fish market here in Tokyo, Japan, right by the water. So this place obviously not only is a giant operating fish market for like professional and casual vendors alike, but they also have a huge amount of restaurants, stores all around selling the products in an edible form from the market. So let's see what this place has to offer. This place is known to sell the most expensive fish in the world, the big $1 million bluefins, some of the best fish in the world, so fresh coming off the docks, and everybody around me is eating fish and sushi. Let's go. So literally right off the bat, you have places here selling fresh fish. You have your tunas and your varieties, like your sashimis. You have, they'll sell you pre-made ones as well in the form of sushi. And you have many, many people eating in and around. Here we head a little further into more of the market. We have people here, again, fresh chopping, selling oysters. Look at that beautiful looking fish right there. And the gentleman's just cleaning in there, plating, and putting it right here. You can't get much fresher than that. And everywhere you look is people just eating and enjoying all the fish, the sashimis, the oysters. Here this place is selling wagyu. Wow, that's some beautiful looking wagyu right there. Yeah, looks very good, very fatty. Some snow crab as well. So that is what, 3,000 yen? That's like maybe 25 American, something like that. Here we got some more people selling octopus, sashimi, scallops. Yeah, I'm sure those are about as delicious and fresh as you can get. Crab and salmon roe. And now this place actually is where the fish that we ate at our sushi restaurant, we did a sushi video. If you haven't seen it the other day, definitely check that out. I'll link it somewhere. This is where all the fish came from, literally straight off the market. So this goes on a little bit, but where the real action seems to be, besides at every seat possible, people eating, is out here. Look at some of the lines for these places. So I guess everybody is at this point ready to eat. So let's maybe see what they're eating. So this place is doing like little omelets, actually, omelet sticks. That's pretty interesting. So not just seafood, but also other items here. This place got ice cream. Well, yeah, I guess people eating everything, not just fish today. Hello. And here we're into the actual fish markets. So we have them your octopus, your squids, your whole fish, oysters, some different tunas, looking very delicious. Look at the fat content on that. That is gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful. Same as that looking sushi. Looks very good. We have some drinks and some vegetables here. I'll be honest, I don't know Japanese prices. I can't say whether those are good by Japanese standards or not. More squid, fish, octopus. These are the biggest, I think they call those like blood clams or something like that I've ever seen. Massive. Here you got some more lovely pieces of fish. These ones are all packed up. This is roe right here, so eggs. Frozen crab. Wow, look at the size of those legs. Those are giant. Let's see what people are buying here. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. People are buying some tuna. Wow, that looks delicious. Look at the lovely color on that. Big, huge fillets. Looking very nice. This is frozen fish. Again, some lovely looking tuna here. Similar to what we ate. Let's put it that way. But yeah, just little bits. There's little shrimps. So while this is the Tsukiji market or whatever, there must be a whole fish market somewhere, because this is not the whole fish market. Got lots of stuff, and like, look at this tuna. Holy jumpets thing. This is like, so this is the lean. See how like red that is? And then look at this fatty. It's like white, pink, crazy. And again, if I look at a brick of like that, we got our money's worth of all you can eat. I'll put it that way. That's definitely the way to do it. Because I mean, hey, it's a quality product. You pay for it. Oh, here's uni as well. So uni is, well, it depends on the uni. It ranges from about 65 to 12,000 yen per, maybe a little more. Which I do love me some uni. So I don't know what the difference are. Just the colors, the types, the grade, I guess. They all look a little different, but I'm sure they taste great. Here's a place selling Wagyu beef and some pork as well, but that looks pretty crazy right there. Very marbled. And look at that. Crazy. Like a spider web. Here you got some big prawns. Whole bunch of prawns, variety of seafood, oysters, octopus. This is a really nice color on it, actually. I like that. Scallops. More tuna. More fish. Lots more fish. Here you got some scallops. These are some big snails. Let's see, oh, you got more uni. Oh wow, these ones go even up to about 20,000 yen. But lots of different kinds. And some of them say like sweet, not sweet. Crazy, crazy. Little packs, big packs. Here you can buy marinated fish. That's interesting, like marinated garlic. And then these ones are just obviously the processed fish. This place is dried other ingredients you use for cooking. Here you again have some more fish. This looks like some kind of a salmon. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of liver paste. Tuna, of course. Big old piece of tuna. Here we have, I don't even know what that is. Some kind of a shellfish, some squid. Different tunas here. Looks very nice. Looks cut up. These are some pretty big chunks. This is a mix of lean and fatty portions, but pretty marbled, looking pretty good. I guess it's 2,500 yen, I suppose. This one has like a puree in it. Some roe. And here they have some great big lovely looking fillets. Look at that piece of tuna. It's crazy to think that came out of a fish, because it looks like it came out of like a cow or something. Amazing. Here's our mantis shrimps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No touch? Okay, sorry. Which we ate quite a few of those the other day. More varieties of seafood here. Looking good, looking good. Holy giant mussels or clams. Those are massive. Here you can try some kind of a scallop thing, marinated or dried. Oh, it's sweet. It's like teriyaki scallop. It's good. I was expecting though. And here, this is a piece of tuna tail. It looks kind of fatty, deep fried. Kind of looks like a chicken finger. It tastes like a chicken finger. Interesting. This place here is grilling crabs and seafood and oysters right in front of you. Got little sashimi plates. Wow, giant shrimp, crab legs. Can't get much fresher than that, I guess, yeah. All right, and we did end up buying some scallop and some tuna, like sashimi. We'll show you what we got. And we'll try it. and I hope it's good. So there's all kind of vendors selling lots of like actually very expensive trays and high quality items, like not only the obviously fatty tunas, the wagyu beefs, the unis. A lot of the dishes here are about 6,000 yen, which again, I just keep thinking of my all you can eat experience. So like comparably, man, that's a heck of a deal. I mean, like even like plates like this, you know, so that's like they're advertising that at 4,500, and that's like 10 pieces, some which, you know, the same items I would have had, but pretty cool. I even bought more sushi or sashimi to try. There's definitely and like overall, if you go to any of like the restaurant stalls, it seems quite expensive, but you buy from the actual like vendors, marketers, it's very affordable comparatively. And they'll just like chop it for you, and then you're eating sashimi, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that was the market, at least kind of like the outer market. It's pretty much closed now. Admittingly, I had to call my bank, so I saw some that I didn't get to show you guys, but that's kind of it. It was pretty cool. Definitely come worth checking out. Very popular tourists. Again, there's the whole fish market. I don't know where that is. I thought it was here, but we learned. So yeah, the outer market. Cool place. All right, we're back in the Shinjuku area, but by day. This is a happening spot. Like, it's pretty impressive. Anyway, we are off to do some videos. We'll say that being said, but yeah, cool place. This is happening spot. Pretty crazy and impressive to say the least. Conveyor belt sushi. And this whole area of town is like anime themed, amusement themed. This is super interesting. Like, it's literally like out of a cartoon or like out of an anime. Like, heck yeah, Shinjuku. This is a cool area. And here's a video showing how it works. First revolving style in Japan. Cool. And look at this amazing part of town it's in. Looks so cool. And this is what 150 bowls looks like. Good job. This was definitely an experience, eating almost 500 bowls of noodles. The full video is available on the Joel Hansen channel, so if you want to check out a crazy food challenge, be sure to check that out. And there we go, everybody. There we go. $4.90. Alright, everybody, a windy day here in Japan. Today we're going to go see the Skytree, which is that building right there. It's the third tallest building in the world currently. And the oldest temple, it's called Senso-ji, something like that, which is over there, the oldest temple in Tokyo. Should be cool, a little bit of sightseeing before we got some other food plans. But yeah, I gotta say this part is a little bit more of a residential part, which is, you know, always funny to see the different parts of the city. You know, not all of Japan looks like the Shinjuku, you know what I mean, like the anime, etc. There's some, you know, like city looking places, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this place is. But let's go see what it's all about. And we are arriving. So it's not the main temple itself. Hello. So there we go. We got the main temple here. Before you get to it, which it's up here, there's like all these little shops and stuff. So cross through here, lots of people selling and or taking photos in traditional clothing, we'll say, like these individuals here. But yeah, pretty cool. Definitely a busy spot. And this is on a Wednesday, like morning, I guess, around 12, so noon, lunch, whatever. But yeah, pretty cool. And the little blossoms they got going there in the shops, slippers, flip-flops, trinkets, souvenirs, mostly just that. And actually the shopping's super extensive. Like I said, everything from clothing to chopsticks to food, some food items, just like basic grab and go. I don't know, ice cream cones and some green tea drinks and kind of all that stuff. It's very obviously catering to tourists, understandably so, but it is pretty cool. So now there's these shops, right, which are kind of looking a little bit more dated and historic, and there's actually these side streets, which are also filled with shops, but those look more like traditional outlets and a lot more modern, kind of like those there. So I mean, really, anything you want, you can buy. And here we are at the actual temple itself. So obviously this is just a very like entrance outside. We go in and we will. But yeah, it is it's very large actually. Again, obviously it's very old, very, very old, but it's very large. All right, whoa, I thought the entryway was big. This temple is huge, it's way bigger. So we have like the adjacent buildings, which are massive. And then look at this. Seriously, this is insane. It's so big, like literally shocking. Wow. And then we have people, there's some kind of incense burning here. Smells lovely. It's to bless yourself. And then obviously the temple. Now I'm incredibly thankful in my day to day. And you know, there's a lot of times and experiences where I'm like, this is cool, this is cool. But there's some times, and this is one of them, where I'm like, this is pretty damn cool. This temple is massive. It's quite, I don't know if overwhelming is the right word, but immense and impressive. That's good words for it. And then inside, some artwork on the ceiling. People throwing money into here, and in there is the actual shrine. This is also where people are essentially washing their hands or maybe blessing themselves. I'm not familiar with the custom, but pretty cool, coming from the statue and the dragons and the fountain here. Coming around the side of the building is as equally, if not even, well, at least equally as impressive. Again, this thing is very, very, very large, super impressive, in great shape for being so old. Then they have, these are actually fortunes, so you can buy your fortune, which is pretty cool. And then even within here, they actually have more vendors, lots of vendors. Again, now these guys partly selling drinks, foods, but again, a lot of the same kind of trinkets and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty impressive, I will say. They do have toilets here. They do a smoking area. That's something you definitely have noticed in Japan. Smoking is incredibly prevalent. You can do it in malls, in like they'll have smoking rooms. You can do it in restaurants. They'll have smoking rooms. Yeah, so it looks like there's a little building over here we'll check out. And then we'll probably be on our way to go see the Skytree. And here we are. So we have another depository. And in there, the actual temple. So these ones, I guess you can't really go in, unlike when we were in Thailand. And one thing is for sure is you can't miss the Skytree. I walked through this little park while you're here. It's called Sumida Park, something like that. Really nice, very beautiful. Nice little green space to have in the city. But now we are back to heading to the Skytree, which I have to say, it's quite a suiting name. And one thing is for sure, there's no mist in the Skytree. That thing really is massive. All right, now you can really see, look at this. We are under the Skytree, and it truly is impressive. I mean, I've been to like the CN Tower and Sears Tower and stuff. This thing is huge. I'm standing in front of the third tallest building in the world. This is the Tokyo Skytree, and this thing is muy grande. No, and one thing I did not anticipate happening. I anticipate maybe having to wait, but all tickets are sold out today, and only with reservation. Man, really? Everybody, what I have learned about Japan again and again and again and again is you need to, like, you cannot have any spontaneity, not even day before. You gotta plan things out, I guess, weeks before. But anyway, that's the line. That's crazy. It's like noon. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to going up to the Skytree. Oh well, I guess another time, and I'll know to buy tickets far in advance. Crazy. Not even just, that's insane. Like, again, I would anticipate, like, because it's Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Again, I would have anticipated, like, waiting a bit, but sold out. Crazy. Well, I guess no real view today, but there's little shops around here. Here's the little, official photo booth thing. Say you made it. This is what the street looks like. And yeah. Anyway, I mean, I'll tell you, man, let's talk about the options. So the options you can go to the 350th floor, which costs you 2,100 yen. Probably about, I don't know, $16, $18 American. And then if you want to go to the 450th floor, that is an additional 1,000 yen. So, crazy. Well, like I said, I guess we'll see what we can actually see here, but we tried. So they do have a restaurant in the tower you can go to. They have lots of stores. Very, like, I call it toy-oriented, I guess. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, trinket, entertainment, keychain, anime, Pokemon style shops, which are very, very, very common here in Tokyo. You can buy your Pokeballs. I always need one of those. Or here you can buy your Final Fantasy plushies. So they have all that stuff. Besides that, that's kind of the majority of it. Again, there's like restaurants and stuff, but nothing too crazy. Definitely the main attraction here is the Sky Tower, but you can come and drink and shop and eat. If you came with a family, it'd be very suitable to to have an afternoon here for sure. And this is unique. Wendy's First Kitchen, open 5 to 25. Didn't even know that was an hour of the day. Topicas and all kinds of stuff. Egg, meat, melty. Alright, everyone, we've arrived, Kinkambo, and it is a busy spot. There's a big lineup. So what you do is you get a ticket, go stand in line. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, you can see right there. It's talking about the levels of spice. I'll show you that up in a minute. But yeah, so they're using two kinds of spice. I guess one is like spicy chili pepper, and the other one is Senso or something. So it's supposed to be numbing, kind of like Szechuan. So let's see what this is all about. And definitely the craziest ramen challenge I've ever attempted. Again, check this out on the Joel Hansen channel. But yes, we officially can say we tried ramen in Japan, and nonetheless the craziest ramen in Japan. Well, we're in another pretty cool area. We just ate we did a spicy challenge. We did ate a very small amount of A5 Wagyu because had to do it while we're in Japan, so that I can say Japanese A5 Wagyu in Japan. And it was pretty damn rich. Admittingly, I mean, it's pretty much just like all the other A5 Wagyu I've had outside of Japan. You know, it is literally the exact same product. But, you know, I cook kind of the same way, like the barbecue grill kind of thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but, I mean, I haven't tried, like, Kobe or Masakuba one. But those are supposed to be even crazier. But yeah, guys, Japan was a blast. It was cool, it was unique. I need to come back. I have some unfinished business here, but it might be a little bit. So, till next time, I'm glad we got to have a taste of Tokyo, taste of Japan. And next time I plan on staying a couple days longer and planning a lot better. Like, nowhere else that I've ever been that, like, you have to plan something out so far in advance, like, and figure out how to contact places. That's another thing that was a big issue this trip. But anyway, guys, thank you. Appreciate y'all. And with that, let's go eat the world.
And so that was a bit of my experience in Japan. It was really cool, definitely a very unique place. I've never been to a place which was so much like you said, the Shinjuku area. It looks like it's out of an anime. They definitely had some really unique areas, some really cool sights to see. Definitely some amazing experiences, which I tried to take advantage of, but it's only there for a couple days. Now, I'm not going to lie. My experience in Japan, overall, I'm putting it this way. I feel I need to go back to Japan and give it a second go because everybody I speak to loves Japan. I had such a difficult time in Japan, and it wasn't, you know, let's say, well, I'll put it this way. I was trying to make a work trip out of it. And when it came to scheduling food challenges or contacting restaurants or anything, both in the country and out of the country, I received absolutely either no contact, or if I was able to even get a restaurant to answer their phone, as soon as I spoke English, you know, just, hello, do you speak any English or anything like that? They just know English and hang up. Very difficult. Even when I started to then actually get individuals in Japan to help me call, all the restaurants wanted a minimum, literally minimum about 4 or 5 day notice. Trying to make this a work trip and do food challenges really, let's just say, was not it didn't make the trip easy or overly enjoyable because they just weren't happening. It just wasn't happening. Any plan I had was just not working. Again, things like the Skytree, you had to book far in advance, which is fine. I just wish I would have known that you need to book, you know, let's say your tickets a week in advance or something like that. So, long story short, when I go back to Japan, everything's going to be planned out far in advance. Definitely with like weeks, months in advance. That is for sure. I think that is key. I've just never been to a city which required so much of a reservation. And again, I'm not obviously some things need to be reservations, etc. But like everything needed a reservation. It wasn't like a couple day reservation. It was like weeks reservation. So it's interesting. The people in Japan overall on the day-to-day in the street were very friendly. A lot of the ones I worked with in restaurants and other things, So like I said, I feel I just had, you know, an interesting Japan experience. And I feel I need to give it a go because everybody loves it. But the culture was very cool. They have some interesting food items, some interesting offerings. And I'd like to explore that more in a very casual, leisurely sense. But they did have some of the coolest, amazing, and unique sushi I have had. That is for sure. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So overall, that was Japan. I'll have to go back and give it a second go because like I said, if everybody didn't speak so highly of it and I had the experience I had, I would not want to go back. But everybody speaks so highly of it, so I'm sure I'm going to go back. So if you can, please comment down below. Let me know what you like about Japan and what I need to see and do next time I go back to Japan and or Tokyo. So with that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Of course, next time, so happy hungry, happy eating, and that. Oh, by the way, again, if you've been to other Asian countries, I don't know, that's 7-Eleven. I think it's a little overrated, the Japanese 7-Eleven, because all the Asian countries do it really well, way better than America. So let me know in the comment down below what you think of that. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I really hoped you enjoyed it. Of course, this is the More Joel Hansen channel, where we feature, well, more Joel Hansen. We got travel, we got food, we got all the above. So if you like that stuff, lifestyle, fitness, make sure to subscribe. We also have the original Joel Hansen channel, which features crazy eating endeavors like buffets, food challenges, eating challenges, spicy challenges. We have the Joel Hansen Raw channel as well, which features the uncut version of the raw versions of those challenges. So you really get to hear what goes on, the thoughts, the behind the scenes. So there's no shortage to be had. But thank you so much for subscribing, for your support, and click one of these videos right here, guys. I've got them just for you, and I know you're gonna love them. So with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you in a moment when you click this video.